G'day distinguished campers. We're busy packing for our Simpson Desert trip, crossing the Madigan line, Paisley and I, alone in the Iron Emu. One thing's for sure, the way I go camping doesn't stay the same for long. I'm always thinking about trying new things and making it a little more convenient the next time. So here's what we're doing for this trip. When I've been traveling alone, like high country trips, I usually take my kitchen in the milk crates, which I love. And I usually have my kitchen spread out in a few different bags for different things. I've found that when I'm with Paisley, I'm often in just a bit more of a, not a rush, but I just want to get things done more efficiently. I don't have the time to kind of tinker as much. So I've decided to put all that kitchen gear in one place with a dedicated kitchen box. Got this from Bunnings. It's a Tactics box. I think it's the 60 or 65 litre box. So that fits neatly in the middle here between my lithium power station, iTech World lithium power station, and the 28 litre fridge. So with this table, my table here creates a nice flat area to then pack the tent, the sleeping gear, the clothes bags up on top. Down the side of the fridge, this is all our camping gear, camp chairs, camp tables, toilet seat, toilet bag, that sort of thing. And up the back against the cargo barrier, I've got jumper cables, a few tools, a little bit of water that I couldn't fit up the front, and a few other things. Another slight change I've made is I've attached our shovel, hatchet, and silky saw up onto the cargo barrier there. So I used to have the shovel wedged down the side here and the other bits and pieces shoved away in my bags, but I just find that having those tools neat, out of the way, well secured, is a good way to store them. So whenever I need the shovel, just unload those soft bags on top, reach in, grab it, and I'm good to go. Know exactly where it is. So these are those sort of bags down there. In canvas bags, just got sleeping gear, the tent bag, we'll have our clothes bag, and the Hexi-Tarp, which I still really like from Drifter. So this is pretty cool. I can't wait to show you this. Just installed this. This is our new drop-down table. So 2 bungee loops here, still a bit stiff. 1, 2. This is made by JC Custom over in Western Australia, a carpenter that does 4-wheel drive fit outs, Jaden. So got this shipped over, had it installed, and yeah, this is a really nice addition. So the idea is pull out this table, set that up next to it, and then I pull out the kitchen box, and then I've got the kitchen, and I've got a nice tabletop to work with. So very straightforward in setting up camp, and then a very logical means of packing up and workflow. So I've decided when the kids are with me, it's just got to be really simple and easy to set up and pack up. I really like how everything's kind of low level, so then I can stack the soft bags on top, and yeah, it's not too heavy back here. So all in all, really happy with how it's turned out.
How much money does your camera cost?
Sorry?
How much money does your camera cost?
About $10,000 a lot.
What the?
What the?
Are you crazy?
Nearly as much as the car.
Are you actually crazy?
No, maybe.
To get into other degree, so they do ask before
That's not even a number.
You reckon?
Yeah, that's not even a number.
Let's have a look in the back seat here. So Heathy's not coming, so best off taking his seat out, and we'll use this space. I've still got to put a few food bags in and other things. But what I've found traveling with the kids is it's good to give them their own space. I try to keep the floor absolutely clear for their legs. And another thing we do is we put a box in the middle here for the kids that they can fill up with toys and colouring and anything else they want to bring, and that's their box. Once the box is full, that's it. But I don't worry too much about what they want to bring. So yeah, they feel like they've got their own little cubby, their own little space. And to add to that, I just got another seat organizer here. Paisley's hat, gloves, beanie, mosquito net for her hair, some basic medications there I haven't quite filled up yet. But yeah, so hopefully Paisley feels like it's a bit of an adventure just even being in the car. Like that's the idea. Respect her space, respect her needs, and make sure she's comfortable. Whoa, that is lumpy, Paisley. Here's another good view. Look. Whoa. Now, is this the dune? I think they might be on the next dune. I see Paul up there. This Boab cargo net has been a great investment. We just throw up there soft things like spare paper towel, toilet paper, jumpers, jackets, bags, backpacks, that sort of thing. You know, some things have come crashing forward and fallen on Paisley, so that's why I definitely try to keep it light up there, but a great overflow space, especially when you're short on space with the kids in the car. Ready, Pais? This is fun. So on this side, more utility, things I want to grab in a hurry. Got some scissors, multi-tool, lighter, my different torches, sunscreen, hand sanitizer, garbage bags, some lunch cutlery for spreading peanut butter and stuff. And yeah, so that's, again, just easy access storage. I used to have Paisley sitting on this side, so the other trips we've done together, she's been on this side of the car, and I like that because from the driver's seat I can glance around, make eye contact, and check on her much easier. But what I was finding was stop starting all the time, getting her in and out of the car seat and buckling her in. I was, doing laps around the car to run around. So that's the main reason I've put her there. And we'll see how that goes. It also allows me to pull this seat as far back as I want or as far forward as I want to pack the car with stuff down low. So I've got compressor here, tools here. There's another 10 litres of water under the seat and 5 litres here. And yeah, it just gives me that flexibility with packing this side of the car if Paisley is on the same side as me, because obviously with the driving position needing to be comfortable, I don't want to compromise on that. So that's a consideration if you got one kid, which side do you put them on? And yeah, I've decided that right behind me is probably the best way. Up the front here, so got my new patch up there, and Naz Time Adventures, another great YouTuber, so slowly starting my collection of patches. Again, try to keep it fairly neat in here. On the seat here, I put my camera case and I just tie it down around the seat to keep it secure. Maps in here so I can reach over and grab those. And then now I've tried to put as much weight down here as I can. Heavy recovery bag, and there's about 5, 10, there's nearly 20 litres of water down there. So I've got to be careful with carrying that much weight in front of the cargo barrier, but really it's a great place for the weight to be, close to the front axle, and it just balances out the car with Paisley and I on this side of the car. I've got the RAM mount for my phone, which is good, and I've got Apple CarPlay wireless to the head unit. So this dash organizer is really good just for my own bits and pieces and personal admin. Gloves, beanie, mosquito net. I've got my sunglasses, so that's a handy. And I just try to keep the space in here neat, so I know where everything is. I always keep my handheld radio in close reach. Sometimes Paisley will have it if there's other kids to talk to on a different channel, but as soon as I get out of the car, I grab that. I've got a couple of SIG plugs, just charging my phone and other devices, so I keep that in there all the time because I seem to need that all the time. This GME XRS radio is an awesome radio, best one I've had. It's got the magnet mount, so using my left hand, I just reach down with my hand basically by my side on my knee, yoink, and I can talk to it from the driver's seat. Very easy to use. There's a double switch, blank switch point here in the Prado, and it just sits in perfectly, so I think it's a really, really great spot. But yeah, so that's how we're communicating with the rest of the convoy. Trying to keep it as simple as possible, keep the weight down low as possible, and between the axles as much as possible. Up on the roof, I haven't got the antenna up, but the antenna's up there on the folding bracket. The canvas bag's got MaxTrax in it. That's still my preferred way to carry the MaxTrax. The only other thing that's going to go on the roof racks this trip is fuel. So Prado carries 159 litres in the factory tanks. I think I'm going to take 200 litres, 2 20-litre Jerry's. So one's there. My friend Paul's kindly lending me the other one, so I'll grab that when we meet up. And I'll just lay that down on the roof until I need to fill it up, probably at Mount Dare. And I'll fill them up there, tie them down, empty them in as soon as I can. So yeah, probably 100K, a couple of 100K, get those jerry cans into the tanks and take that weight off the roof. That'll do. Bit of a rundown how we're going to go camping. Follow along for the journey. See you soon.